So before I even begin talking in this video, I want to immediately give a disclaimer. I do not support unironically trying to cheat in this game or this community. This video serves the purpose of nothing more than educational use, and on top of that, just being a fun little experiment for this game. None of this is supposed to be used to give you an advantage in GD. It's all just for fun. Please do not unironically go and use this method to cheat, because you will probably get caught. Honestly, I wasn't even sure I wanted to make a video explaining how to do this, just off of the simple fact that I'm pretty sure if I make this video, there will be cheaters that try to use this method and get away with it. But with how many people were genuinely curious in the comment section, I figured I'd make this video just to satiate the curiosity. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made the super convincing hacked bot. But before we get to that, I want to address some of the theories people came up with in the comment section. First thing, to the people who were saying that OBS was not in my taskbar despite being in the background. OBS is right here. It is Stream Elements OBS. That's why it looks weird. Secondly, ClickBot was not used for this video. And finally, haha, I get it, it's funny, but no, Show Hitbox on Death had nothing to do with it. To the people who guessed that it was botted, however, you are correct, but you are only half correct. I botted it in a very specific way to make this realistic. So let me show you how I did this. Alright, so first things first, we need to get a bot that is not MegaHack's bot while running MegaHack. In the actual video, I used TaskBot, however, I want to prove that I'm not just beating the level. So we're going to put POSBot in extensions, and POSBot is not that great of a bot, but it should be good for what we're doing here. So first and foremost, there is a stipulation to this. You need to be the type of person who can get a level in at least 2 to 3 runs. Now, what I mean by this is, say you're practicing Slaughterhouse and you plan on going for it, you need to be able to do the entirety of River's Part to 100, and you need to be able to go up to River's Part. Which means, yeah, this isn't exactly the easiest method. You still need to be good at the levels. So the reason this is the case is because you need to be able to beat the entire level in practice mode in only a couple runs, and you need to keep the recording of your click sounds for both runs. To demonstrate this, I'm going to quickly record the macro I need for Ultra Paracosm, and when I'm done, I will show you the footage. So what we're going to do is, I have POSBot right here, and we're just going to go into the level, and we're going to quickly go ahead and record this macro. Oh, another requirement, make sure all game audio is muted while you're recording the macro, because you need your click sounds to be clean. Nice. Now after that, it's just a matter of making sure that the bot works. So we're just going to make sure that it works. And sure enough, the macro works. So now that we're at this point, all you need to do is shut your microphone off in OBS and record raw footage of the level using your macro. Once you have all of that, it's time for you to do the editing. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up Sony Vegas, and you're going to go ahead and drop the raw footage of the level and the click sounds into Sony Vegas, or whatever editing software you're using. First and foremost, grab the level footage. Drop that in. Now, you want to make sure that you only show the attempt. We're going to click hold it for things pressed. Yeah, that's good. Move this back, and it should just be one straight time through. Right. So now what you want to do is grab the first batch of clicks, which is from when you were playing in practice originally, and you want to trim it down so it's only up to the point where you died. If you need to make this partially opaque so you can line them up properly, but you need to line the 2 sets of footage up. This might take me a moment, so bear with me. Yeah, so in this case, it's for me. So you want to go right over the first footage, just like that. And now you're driving the first footage and line out the second footage. So in this particular case, it should be, let's see, should be around here. Which one's the one that's not lined up? There we go, we've got them perfectly lined up. So now, you're going to want, and I'm going to save this project just to make my life easier. So you're going to make the top one visible, the bottom one invisible, and leave both of the tracks unmuted. And this is what you should be left with. But now here's the tricky part. The reason I told you to split it up in 2 runs is because if you could do the level in 1 run, what's the point of hacking it? This feels much more legit, right? In the sense of, like, this is what a player would actually do to hack a level. So here's the thing. You want to figure out right where you place the start position, and you want to go after that. So to do this, you need to make your first bit of footage invisible and make this one visible again. You want to make sure it's before any clicks happen. So in my case, I want it to be right there. And now we're going to grab the second bit of footage, figure out where the attempt starts, and splice them together. So in this case, it should be on attempt 16. Yeah, so we're going to cut that, and we're going to make sure that the splice is as convincing as possible. So to do that, we just got to keep trimming until they line up. So last frame is right when we go to the green ball. That should be good. So now we're going to make both of these invisible again and test it. This might require a bit of trial and error. Yep, we got it. Okay, so now, when you continue them together, it is a very clean splice. So now, after whatever your reaction was, you want to remove everything after that. And you just want to let this play out. Just throwing this in and editing, but if you just have a lot of uncontrollable background noise, you might not want to do it exactly this way, just because background noise just suddenly vanishing would be a dead giveaway. If you have background noise, it's better to just stay as silent as possible so you can keep the background noise going with the main footage. And then you want to make sure to cut it as soon as possible while showing the menu. It makes it less suspicious. Nice. And that's how you create a convincing hacked run. Now all you have to do is render this, which I'm going to do now. And once it's rendered, you can just upload that and there's your hacked run. Now to end this video off, I'll let you see the hacked macro for yourself and see just how easy it is to tell. Now a couple differences between the one I just made and the one I made for the channel. This one, since it uses Pawspot, there's a couple of quirks, notably that the wave trail might fuck up, and that would be a dead giveaway if I was actually trying to pass this off. But with Taskbot, that does not happen. Nice. Again, this video serves the purpose of educational use only. I do not encourage anyone actually cheat in this game, and lo and behold, you will probably get caught even if you use this method. This was all just a fun experiment on my end, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed.